Welcome back, Benchwarmers, to another 2020 NFL season prediction video. Today, we will be going the AFC North. We finished off the NFC North, now we're going AFC North, and we're going to be starting off from the first in the division, finishing off with the last in the division. I'll give a brief explanation on what I think of the teams. Now that we're out of the NFC North, my predictions are going to be a lot more uh, based off of what I've seen from last year because I didn't pay as much attention to the offseason of the other teams because they don't affect my team as much. But I still know some things, so these predictions are probably going to be a little bit less accurate. But I will be going at it 4 weeks at a time, giving a brief explanation for each week on why I picked who I picked. So, with that being said, let's go with the first 4 weeks. Now, I definitely have them starting off strong, even beating the Chiefs. Now, with the Browns, I think the Browns are going to be better this year, but they got another new head coach. 3 years. This is Baker Mayfield's third head coach in 3 years. I think it's going to take the offense a little time to get used to it again because it's going to be more of a run first with Nick Chubb as the focal point, which it should be. And I think with a year or two under the system, they could actually be good. I think Stefanski, I think I'm saying that right, is a much better head coach, or will be, than Freddie Kitchens. I think he's much more of a hard ass, and that is what this team needs. But they're not going to take the Ravens. Ravens have the better defense. Offenses might be on par. But the Ravens' run game this year is going to be ridiculous. Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and Lamar Jackson is a runner, as we all know. But Lamar Jackson is going to also improve in the passing game. So watch out for that. And then they beat the Texans because the Texans' defense is meh. Their offense is going to be okay because I like Randall Cobb. Obviously, I love him as a Packer. He is okay as a second or third guy, and that's what he's going to be. Brandon Cooks is going to be their number one, and then Will Fuller is going to be their other. I think he's going to be their number three guy. I just don't think the Texans have enough to do too much this year. I think they're gonna be building for the next year. But then they're not tanking. Then the Chiefs. This is going to be great. Monday night. I'm so happy it's finally prime time. I was so mad that it wasn't last year, but it's going to be a great prime time game. Holmes versus Jackson. It's going to be good, and the Ravens defense is going to be what wins the Ravens that game. Simply because the Chiefs defense is not bad. It's okay. But the Ravens are a more well-rounded team, and I'm sure Mahomes is going to keep it close, but Ravens will take it because they didn't take it last year. And then they're going to beat the Redskins because you know. And next four. Technically three because they have a bye week, week 8, which is really good for them. I like the middle of the season. I like middle of the season later season bye weeks, as I've said in my other videos, but they're not losing to the Bengals. They're a much better team. Bengals offense is going to be better with Joe Burrow. It's not going to be a good team still. They are going to struggle. Joe Burrow is a rookie quarterback, and that Ravens defense is too much. And I don't trust the Bengals defense. Ravens are going to beat the Eagles. Eagles are going to be a good team again because if they stay healthy, but it's not going to be enough to beat the Ravens. I don't know what the Eagles' defense is going to be. I don't know if they're going to. I don't know what they're doing with Jalen Hurts either. And then they're going to lose to the Steelers. This is the first real shocker, kind of an upset. Steelers' defense almost brought them to the playoffs by themselves with Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges. They're going to get Big Ben back. They got a couple more weapons on offense there, and I think it's going to be a solid team, and they're going to be a playoff team as well. Next four. So, I have them going 3-1 coming off the bye week, but losing to the Colts right away. Colts are going to be a good team this year. They're going to have a really good run game. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to really have a good game here. I know they might focus a lot on that, but the Colts are going to be a good team this year, and I think they're going to catch the Ravens a little off guard, even though they just lost to the Steelers, went into the bye week, had some time to relax and think it over. But I think the Colts are going to take it. They're going to beat the Patriots. Patriots. They beat the Patriots last year with Tom Brady. He is not what he used to be. I get that. But they don't even have him anymore. They have Jared Stidham. I like Stidham more than some people, but he's not going to beat the Ravens. Ravens are going to be pissed about the divisional round, losing to the Titans handedly, and they're going to beat the Titans this time. And then they're going to beat the Steelers. They're going to split. It's not. It's pretty rare to be able to sweep. So I'm not gonna give the Steelers that. The Ravens are too tough a team for the Steelers to sweep them. For the next one, 13 through 16, is it? Okay. Ooh, 2 losses. I'm sorry, but yeah, Cowboys offense is going to be really, really good with Dak or with Andy Dalton because of those offensive weapons. They could have almost any quarterback and it would probably succeed. With all of those receiving targets they got, Mike McCarthy is going to have a field day. That he loves having those high-powered receivers because that's how he won in Green Bay. Uh, after they all kind of left, Aaron Rodgers carried it, but that's something else. But I think Dak's gonna play. I don't know if they'll get a deal done by then, but I think he's still gonna play. Maybe Andy Dalton's playing. Either way, I think the Cowboys are gonna be a pretty good team this year. Their defense, they're secondary suspect, but I think they'll be all right. And then the Browns are going to take one because I think around here is where they kind of get it going. Nick Chubb, Ravens, I think are going to it's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a one in the trenches kind of game, like with the run game, the offense and defensive line, not much of a passing kind of game. So it's going to be low scoring, I think. And that's also Monday night. And then they're going to beat the Jags. Eh, they're the Jags. I think their offense is going to be okay, but their defense is like full rebuild mode. And then they're going to beat the Giants. I think the Giants are going to be better, but not good enough. And then the final week, Joe Burrow, he finally still loses to the Ravens. I don't know why I even tried. Uh, Joe Burrow's not going to beat the Ravens. Not this year. He might next year, not this year. And that is kind of what I think about the Ravens' schedule. They're going to go 12-4. I think they're going to be a top seed in the AFC again. Once again, taking that division. I think it's going to be a lot closer than it was last year because I think the Browns are going to be better. I think the Steelers, if they get, if with barring injury, had a bit of a stroke saying that. Barring injury, the Steelers are going to be much better, and the Bengals, they are going to be better. It's just not. I mean, it's kind of hard to not be better than what a two-win team last year. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm not going to tell you to leave a like or subscribe because you'll do that if you want to. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing this for fun at this point. So see uh, what you think of my prediction here. I'm kind of stalling. I'm making the video a little longer so it can be past 10 minutes. I went through this a little faster than I was expecting to. This is like my third take doing this video, and I went through it way too slow. I couldn't get my thoughts together, and I stuttered a lot. So I decided I'm going to redo it, and I did it way too quick. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Uh, what are your predictions for the Ravens? Am I wrong? Probably. But I will see you next time where we go over the Steelers.